Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of our Indian Institute of Foundrymen Chennai chapter, it's my privilege to extend a warm welcome to all of you today for the webinar titled actually Quality from Compliance to Performance. We have an eminent speaker, Mr. S. Kumar, Plant Director of Sri Venkatachalapathy Alloys Private Limited, with us today actually to present us the technical paper. I request my chairman, Mr. Vignesh Ramanan, to give the welcome address, please.
Thanks, Raj. A very good afternoon, fellow Foundrymen. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to today's online webinar organized by the IIF Chennai chapter. The topic for today's program, quality from compliance to performance, is of paramount importance in today's competitive landscape. Quality is no longer just meeting standards. It is about empowering foundries to produce quality castings that are truly ready for the global market. We are privileged to have with us today a highly experienced foundry professional, Mr. R.S. Kumar, Plant Director, Sri Venkatachalapathy Alloys Private Limited. With his vast expertise and a career-long dedication to quality, Mr. Kumar's insights on this critical subject will undoubtedly be a valuable learning experience for all of us. This program marks our third webinar for this year, and out of the 24 programs we have conducted so far in this tenure. We encourage you all to actively participate, engage, and absorb the wealth of knowledge that Mr. Kumar has to offer. Once again, a warm welcome to each one of you. Let's make this session both interactive and insightful. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Vignesh. I now request our chapter vice chairman, Mr. P. Sendil Kumar, to introduce the speaker actually to the audience.
Good afternoon, fellow Foundrymen. It gives me immense pleasure to interact with you. Maybe a little bit gap of our webinars. And I think Mr. Kumar is well-known personality. We may not require an introduction, but still as a formality, we would like to do it. Kumar sir is from B Metallurgical from GC Salem, and he got about 25 years of service in foundries. He worked various capacities from GET to plant head. Now he's working as a plant director in Sri Venkatachalapathy Alloys Private Limited, Chennai. He has visited most of OEM customers and foundries in India and abroad. And he's a very active member of Rotary and IIF and S2S. But I understand S2S is a HR forum, Sri to Solavaram. And in IIF, I think everyone knows about him, his contribution, and he's a knowledge bank. We'll learn a lot of things from him. And he's passionate about leadership, and he's also was a guest speaker in leadership and technical conferences. And he's married and blessed with 2 boys. And I'm sure that today's topic would interest of everyone from compliance to performance. Kumar sir will be able to throw bigger light on this. Thank you all. Kumar sir, the forum is yours.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the introduction and happy afternoon. So we have taken the subject quality from compliance to performance. So this is the theme for the quality year 2024. It is a world quality celebration. The theme is taken for this year, and so it is very well coined the theme, and it is very much required for the Foundrymen. So the performance is very important. So I will elaborate the compliance and also the performance. Why we need the performance. So first we will go through a little bit about the quality, and then we will go to the performance matters. So in the case of compliance, so the process flow captures every step. So it is very detailed process documents. The assurance necessary to meet regulations, standards, customer requirements, all checklist, whatever is there that we are capturing, not valued by whole team. Lessons learned, not actioned. Only if things go wrong, that is taken into compliance. So improvements are not shared between teams or across the plants. So it is only the particular area or the particular department that have the points. And the culture is a blame or victim culture. So this is about the compliance. So it is only a box ticking mentality in the compliance format. So coming to the point of 100% non-defective concept, so it is caused by raw material. The defects are caused by raw material, by equipment, by method, the conditions of people. So we call it as 4M, the man, machine, material, and method. So these are the conditions how the defect occurs. So these are the causes. So producing materials and energy not to generate defects, manufacturing equipment not to generate defect, devising methods not to generate defects, fostering operators proficient in equipment and job. So quality assurance, equipment and environment management, design check, material management. So as far as the human related quality maintenance activities, skill education and training. So PM analysis, the preventive, the process, manufacturing process. So we have to pursue relationship between quality characteristics and material and energy condition, equipment precision, method conditions. So these things we have to ensure. The other side, maintenance and management ability training, ability to find cause system troubles and to quickly and correctly take actions. So the management of conditions are not to generate defects. So we should have everywhere all the checks, the causes, cause and effect, and identify, and we have to put it into the work instructions or control method to eliminate the defects or to have zero defects in the manufacturing process. Again, relation among 5 principles of TPM development and quality maintenance. So the pillars, individual improvement, autonomous maintenance, preventive maintenance, so manufacturing process design, education and training. These are the pillars in TPM. So these things we need to focus, and I will just go through all these just slides. I will move. We will talk more about the, we will talk more about the performance side. So problem, it is deviation from a defined target with an unknown cost. So normally we have known cost and unknown cost. The known cost should not repeat. Only the unknown cost we need to identify and we have to improve. So 20% of our intelligence to understand the problem, 80% of our thinking is how to solve the problem. So this should be the mentality we should have in our manufacturing process. So principle for problem solving. So I am concerned. We have to take responsibility. I am concerned. Problems concern me personally. Solving them is my task. It is my problem. So I am responsible. I need to solve the problem. Like that, we have to have ownership. As a manager, I can't delegate my responsibility for solving problems. Solving problem is our opportunity for improvement. So second, I want to understand the problem and its causes fundamentally. I am observing on-site and analyze the problem based on facts. I am describing the problem comprehensible for all involved persons. I understand the problem and how it occurs through investigation of the relevant cause and effect relationship. The problems we solve don't reoccur. We develop a lasting solution by eliminating the real root cause, technically and systematically. We provide evidence of the problem-solving effect and understand their consequences. We transfer improvements for other products, processes, divisions, and establish them within our standards. So this would be the principle for the problem solving. So implementation procedure for quality maintenance, understanding quality defect phenomena, setting of standard values for inspection items and confirmation of results, concentration of inspection items and shortening of inspection time, drafting of quality maintenance matrix and reflection in standards. So master plan for quality maintenance, forum analysis, already we have discussed in the previous slides. Preventive maintenance analysis for exposure and handling of malfunctions. Kaizens and POCA-AK for eliminating defects. So Kaizen is small improvements, change to better. The POCA-AK, there are ABC types are there. One is detection, another one is elimination. So all those things we need to consider. maintaining zero defect, process capability improvement plan. So understanding quality defect phenomena, clarity and the definition of the defect, frequency of occurrence and the effect of defects. So errors are inevitable but can be eliminated. People always make mistakes. These can be reduced or even eliminated. Some of the Poka-yoke devices which can help avoid defects are guide pins, locators of different sizes, error detection buzzers and alarms, limit switches, proximity and photo sensors, counters, checklist. These things we can have it to avoid the defects. So basic classification of Poka-yoke is a prediction and deduction, alarm versus shutdown versus control, contact versus fixed value versus motion reading methods. These are the basic Poka-yoke methods. So these are the type of errors, processing errors, including safety errors, assembly errors, inspection errors, processing omissions, assembly omissions, packing, pasting, labeling errors, misorientation, misalignment, dimensional errors. So these things are errors, and we need to have checks and error proofing mechanism in the manufacturing process. So maintaining zero defect, there are a lot of activities required to be done for maintaining zero defects. It starts with the following checklist: preparing quality maintenance matrix, preparing checklist for inspection of zero defect conditions, and also audits for monitoring activities related to zero defects. This involves preparing correct operating standards and other standards for maintenance. So process capability improvement plan. Sometimes capability of a process needs to be enhanced to obtain high CP, the process capability value for critical characteristics. This plan again follows the analysis for variation in the characteristics and taking countermeasures against all the sources. So this is about the quality side. So we need to stop scrap. So scrap reduction program is must in any manufacturing organization. Scrap takes our profit. So we need to focus more on the defect reduction or zero defect condition we have to set in our manufacturing process. So coming to the second, the integration of the performance in the compliance. Why performance? Box ticking mentality may avoid non-conformance, but can limit innovation and growth. So this year, the chapter, the theme is also innovate radically, grow exponentially. So this theme and the world quality celebration theme, both are matching. So it is all a need of the hour for the manufacturing sector. The two foundry, we need to focus more on the performance. I have faced many audits from customer, IATF, ISO, all those things. Everywhere they check according to the procedure, manual, everything. So nowhere the profit, whether the foundry is making profit or all those things are not there in most of the audits. Only the bankers, those who give money to the foundry, they only verify the balance sheet or the profit of the organization, all those things. So now the profit is one of the major focus element in the foundry sector. So I have seen most of the foundries, I discussed with many of our friends. So making profit in the foundry sector is very, very challenge. And I think every day in our prayer, we should make Om Profitaya Namaha in the morning. Every morning when we get up, the profit is the mantra. So that it is only a prayer. What is that? What is prayer? So transformation of feeling into action. So I think it is the way we need to start making profit. So the profit is very, very important. For that, we should have actions, we should have focus. All the plans, everything, all the compliance should match the profit to sustain in the market. So now the rapid changing customer requirements are rapidly changing. The expectation of global customers and quality, cost, and delivery increased significantly. A rapid new product development is a market demand. These developments called for competence, skill, knowledge, CSK, and excellence in business process. The integration is the need of the hour to derive improvement in the organization. So that is why the performance is very much required, not only the compliance. The compliance and performance integration, if you see the culture, it is a learning, growth, and resilience. The process owners update processes valued by the organization, control user-centric view for business processes. So it is focusing more of the zero defects. Improvements are shared by communities. So increased client satisfaction. Lessons learned facilitated by quality, embraced by teams and the business. Governance and our assurance vital to meet regulations and standards valued by the organization. So this is the integration of compliance and the performance. So a few days back, I have seen advertisement coming in the TVs and newspapers. I have seen one logistics company in Chennai. They have given cars and bikes to their employees. So they make a lot of profit. Their performance is very good. They are celebrating with their shareholders and also with the employees. So I wish like that our foundries should make profit to celebrate. So the PDCA, everyone knows, Plan, Do, Check, Act. I just modified the letters and I made it profit equal to daily counter actions. So that PDCA should be there. PDCA, profit equal to daily counter actions. Daily, consistently, we need to focus our process to make money in our foundry. So cost management, the budgeting, monitoring and reviewing, and also the corrective action. So whenever we start the year, we have to start with the budgeting. The mission, vision, business strategy, mid long-term plan, annual goal setting and fixing of the growth targets, fixing of revenue and cost targets, divisional revenue budget, or it is all applicable to according to the plans. If it is only one foundry, that is different. And when we have 2-3 foundries or 2-3 manufacturing plants, so we need to fix plant level revenue budget, annual budget, element-wise cost targets, plant level cost budget, monitoring and reviewing, monitoring of sales value, triggers for shortfall in sales value, monitoring at cost driver level, triggers for various cost elements, compilation of monthly operating results, report on variances, gap analysis. These are the monthly we need to review, and all the gaps we need to take corrective action. Preparation of recovery plans, monitoring effectiveness of recovery plans, review at monthly divisional executive meeting. That is monthly meeting we should have with the top management, and we should have the all actions are taken to meet out the target values. Say, yeah, the profitability is based on the volumes and the quality. If the quality is out, the margin is eroded and we cannot make money. The same way the production. So the production tonnage, if there is a downfall in the production schedules, or if we are unable to meet the break even, then the cost of manufacturing is very high. So we should have daily, weekly, monthly review system in such a way to meet the profitability of the organization. So in my view, most of the foundry people, the procrastination. So I have seen that the golf club, the scoring point according to the holes, if it is first hole, I can say it is first day. If the work is only one work and I can complete it one work, so that is very simple, we can complete it. If I hold it for the second day, it is all doubling according to the holes. The points are doubling from 1 to 2, 4, 8, 16. At the 18th hole, it is 1,31,000, 72 is the scoring point in golf. Like that, when we do not do the daily routine or hourly or the minute to minute, if we don't do our routine jobs, it is piling up the work and we are unable to do the work. So it is eroding. We are losing the performance by procrastination. So most of the foundry people say, when we have a meeting and all, nobody is writing what is there. It is discussed what the writing mechanism or noting down, and the digitalization or the paperwork is not done. Most of the foundries or most of the people are not doing then and there. So this we need to focus more, and we need to focus on the day to day or minute to minute of the operations. So the power of counter choices to consequences, this should be taken on daily basis. What is the target we need to meet today, and also the quality target and the production target, and also other improvement activities, how we can make the bottom line. So these things daily basis we have to do. So whether you see a problem or a solution simply depends on the direction of your intelligence. So we should see the solutions. We should be a part of solution. So how to be a best performer, the champion performer? Be pride of your role. So to become a champion performer, the one, I am proud to be a supervisor or a manager or salesman. That should be the mentality. I am proud of the product. What I do is superior or best. No inferior thinking. We are doing castings in sand, and there will be a problem, or that thinking we should not have. We should feel proud about the product, and we should see that this is the better product. Like that, we have to see the character of the persons should think like that. So I am proud of my organization. Whatever I do, all comes through the company. If I put 1 rupee to the country, also it is coming from the organization. So everything is from the company. So we should feel proud of our organization. Shift in the employee to feel great about the working company. Nothing towards the past organization or the other industries or the other companies, what they are giving, all those things we need to forget. And we should focus more, and we should feel proud about our present organization. So if these things are embedded in our character or the attitude, then we will become a best performer or the champion performer of the organization. So thinking, your fundamental direction of your thinking, are you problem oriented or solution oriented? What is the direction of your thinking? You magnetize, or we magnetize by the pattern of our thinking. So we should see that if anything is possible, everything can be done. So that way we need to see. Coming to the point, goals, objectives and targets are the blueprint for the growth. So we should have objectives and targets that should be clearly mentioned. It should be clearly reachable and communicated to all the employees, all the departments. Everywhere it is displayed, and it is all communicated and being reviewed. The method, how to achievement method. So there are 3 methods. One is the intentional, accountable, and measurable. So there will be intentional. We should have the goal. This year we should make profit. This year we should meet the customer PPM levels. This year we should make these many improvements or the cases. All those things intentionally we should plan. People may say it is vision to reality, or some kind of the action plan, or the goal setting, or the long-term, short-term targets, objectives and targets. So these things are intentionally we should plan, and these are measurable and all accountable. So is it aligned with my core values? The intention and accountable. Have I shared with someone who will hold me to my goal? The measurable? Do I have a clear metrics to track my progress? Daily basis, weekly, monthly, yearly. So is it how it is, and the gap analysis, all those things we should have. Again, goals. Individual who set clear goals and have accountability partners are 65% more likely to achieve their objectives. And that number jumps to 95% when regular accountability meetings are scheduled. So the supervisor role or the manager or the section head, they should review on daily basis whether the planned activities are happening, the goals, are we going towards meeting the goals? Our focus is right. So all those things should be reviewed by the superior, one position above the working people. So that way the performance will go up. It is from Gallup, the source from Gallup. So again, the consistency. Consistency is the key in any organization or manufacturing. If we miss consistency, then we cannot meet the desired goals. So consistency is daily. We need to focus on the goals, what we have intentionally planned. So consistency comes when your plan is clear and built to work for you. So inventory review, the reflection framework. So this year, if you take 2024, whether what worked for our focus or goals or for the profitability, what worked and what didn't work. So those things we need to identify, and we have to make some adjustment, and we have to consider all those things in the coming years to make the goals achievable. So the goals are achievable. Only the goals we can set, it is ambiguous, and but the milestones what we fix, that should be achievable. Reflecting on your experience improves performance and increases productivity by 23%. Harvard Business School, as per the research. So this was, if we reflect our experience, the productivity increases by 23%. Goals. Individuals with the clear written goals are 42% more likely to achieve them than those who don't. So in University of California, so the research studies shows that 42% more likely to achieve them than those who don't. So there it should be a clear written goals to be given to individuals. So employees who receive coaching report a 60% increase in productivity and are 43% more likely to be promoted. So coaching and teaching, learning, everything is very, very important for performance of the organization. So the teaching, so any organization should give training and leadership coaching, leadership training to develop the organization. So many people may think, if I give training to the people, if they go out of the company, what will happen? Like that, people may think. But without training, people are in the organization without no improvement. What is the use? So we have to give training, coaching. All those things are very, very important. And the people should be teachable, coachable, learnable. Then only we can tune the people to get better results from them. Growth plan, 80% of individuals report better prioritization and decision-making skill after training and coaching. So 80% of the people, so if we give training, so like today it is happening. So any seminar, there will be one input to consider. Minimum one input will be any training. If it is a excellent training or any training, there will be some input which is a takeaway to consider for the growth of the individual or the organization. So that way we need to take, and we need to develop our skills, competence, and knowledge. So I have seen the world-class business leaders. So we can see many people, Apple, Tesla, SpaceX, Disney, all those Zoom, Alibaba, Warren Buffett, Bill Gates. So those people are very, very business leaders. So the world need leaders. The scarcity. People are talking about water scarcity and energy scarcity, finance. All those things are there, but very, very important to make surplus in any organization is the leadership, leaders. So the scarcity is there. So we need to develop number of leaders to prosper in any organization. So we should have leaders. So leadership, where there is a performance, there is a leader. Where there is a leader, there is a legacy. So we should pledge to create a legacy. So leadership culture, building a high performance leadership culture is driven by leadership at every level. It is a sad responsibility. Everyone is accountable for results. Embed leadership into every role, every team, and every interaction. When leadership becomes a part of a company's fabric, performance will follow. So according to my view, areas for improvement is in-house rejection. Everywhere it is 5% and 10%. Most of the boundaries it is quite common, and worst case I have seen up to 20-25% rejections are there. So there we can, for minimum 50% reduction, we can identify and we can improve. And also the customer PPM. So nowadays the rejection levels are drastically reduced at the customer end. They want 0 ppm. Most of the customers are demanding 0 ppm, and if the rejection is more, they are charging the machining cost. So our foundry per kg rate is something 1x. They want 2x for the machining. So it is not affordable. So there is a need to address both in-house and customer rejections. But inventory is killing. So we have to pay the finance cost. So that is we should, as per the Japanese concept, we have to make to order. So inventory, we cannot keep it more. Inventory is like 2 months, 3 months, like that people are keeping. So that is we need to focus on the inventory, number of tons. Productivity per man. So I have seen like our foundries and all, it is coming around 1.5 tons per man. So it is anywhere between 3 to 15, 20 is the best. So there should be the another few years time, people may move to high pressure, all those things. There they can target around 5 tons per man per month. So yield, there is a lot of ways like simulation, magma, all those things. And fettling, we have to minimize the fettling so that the productivity can be increased. So breakdowns, the maintenance, we have to preventive maintenance, the other like symptoms, those things we need to address, and also space saving. So because of the inventory or there is no lean manufacturing, we have a lot of areas. It is horizontally there, and the Japanese concept, they look for the vertical position. So like that, we can save a lot of areas in that scope is there to improve. And lead time. So nowadays, the lead time is drastically reduced. Earlier, it was 6 months or 3 months. Now it is reduced to 2 months or not even 1 month. So like that, the demand is there from the customers. On manufacturing cost, yes, anyway, we have to reduce the cost. So by doing all those things, we have to reduce the cost, manufacturing cost. And power consumption per metric ton. So there are a lot of the latest equipments are there. So we need to see how we can reduce the power cost. In the case of cost, maybe by the renewable energy or the other form of energy, all those things. The cost reduction is one thing. The other thing is the units consumed per ton of good castings. So that way we need to reduce. Like everywhere, the melting is 70% consumption. and other areas there are 30% power consumption. So we need to look for the improvements in the consumption. Hello.
Sir, please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir. So the power consumption we need to look at, and also safety. Safety is very, very important in our foundry. So there are a lot of minor accidents, injuries, all those things we need to eliminate. There should not be any safety. So that way we can focus more on and if you look at small injuries that will cause lakhs, so that we need to have the safety aspect. And housekeeping, yes, definitely we need to improve. Foundry should be like a machine shop, or the vision of a leader should think there should not be any difference in foundry and other industries. We should be at par with the other industries. Like that, we need to have the organization so that the people, youngsters will come and join with our organization. So you are the permanent solution for all the temporary problems. So we are the permanent solution. So we have to think and walking into 2025 with a clear plan, actionable steps, and systematic review for a day, week, month, and throughout the year. Breakthrough year doesn't happen by chance; it happens by design. So thank you all. Thank you for your patience. This is from my thought process. I think I have given a little bit of the performance, how to make performance in our organization. Thank you, sir. Thank you, IIF chairman and the chapter members.
Thank you, Kumar, sir. It was fantastic. We now open the floor for questions. Any questions, gentlemen?
क्या समझा? काजू बादाम तो खाता है ना, पता ना क्या समझा था। क्या हो गया?
Gentlemen, do we have any questions for Mr. Kumar?
Yeah, Mr. Kumar, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Sir, I have, due to network, I could not fully follow, but part of it I could follow. I got only one question, Mr. Kumar. This 2025, you said last we should have a day, week, and month and year-wise planning. How do you really propose? You have any template of that kind? You can kindly share it with IIF.
Yeah, that I said in the areas for improvement, slide number 39, I have showed the focus areas. So individual foundry, you should have what is your current levels and what is your key performance index or key result areas. You should identify whether it is a rejection is killing your profitability or your productivity is killing. Your rejection is very well controlled, but you are unable to make profit means what is your capacity? You are losing by capacity. So those things you identify and what your current level and how you can improve. That way you have to have goals in the beginning.
Okay, sir, that's great. But kindly, if you can leave this PowerPoint presentation with the IIF, we can go through at leisure. And I know you personally. I will be shooting you questions if I have. I will be sending by email or WhatsApp.
No problem, sir. No problem.
Sir, actually, this entire program is being recorded and it will be posted on our YouTube channel. You can view it at the YouTube channel, sir.
Sure, sir. Sure. That's great.
Yes, sir.
That's a great organization. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Any further questions, gentlemen? Yeah.
Sir, Arumugam. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Arumugam, sir.
Are you audible?
Yeah.
Fantastic program, sir. Congratulations. This from complaint to the performance of the New Year solution. Each and every Foundrymen is followed for the resolution for next year. Resolution for the title is I care about it. I think about it. The failure is the steps for the success. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Every complaint is overcome. The performance will be developed automatically.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That is, I am accepted from that complaints only related with the quality. I am expected more complaints for saturated and regulated, sir. The one more
Yes, sir.
webinar conducted in next financial year is well and good for each and every Foundrymen.
Okay, no problem. I thought the compliance and all the strategies all are well known to the people, so I thought I can touch about the performance. So,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is why, yeah. That was fast forward.
Okay. Well and good, sir. Thanks a
Thank you,
lot.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Armum, sir. Thank you. Any other further questions?
Thank you, Kumar.
Sir, Kumar, sir, there is a question in the chat box.
Yes, sir.
What are the parameters we should add in COPQ and what target we should decide for COPQ?
So this question I have already addressed. The cost of poor quality depends. We should track what are all being spent. So that we need to cover, and we need to the 0 ppm is the target, and how much we can control. So if it is a trained people like black belt and all, they will target 80-20. They will minimize. If my cost is 10 lakh today, my cost of poor quality, so I should reduce 8 lakhs. So that should be the methodology. So if people are not trained on the black belt or the systematic way of problem solving, they can reduce by 50% or whatever way they can have. That way we can have 50% reduction. All those things we can keep. But the cost of poor quality is the cost of manufacturing, cost of customer complaints, the handling, the machining cost, everything we need to, the inspection, all those things we need to consider. Rework, everything we need to consider.
Sir, there is one more question. How to improve consistency in process more effectively?
That is the daily checks. Daily check sheet. It is called daily routine management. So every supervisor should have the check sheet. What are all the critical to quality parameters, or what is very critical to the company performance? These things we need to have a check sheet in our hand. And daily we need to see whether it is done or not. So otherwise, any communication that is not followed by the people. It will be followed for 1 or 2 days. The next 3-4 days, there will not be any follow-up, or there is no complaints, if I can say. It is like a New Year resolution. We will say I will go for a walk, or I will focus more on my health. All those things we may plan in a first day, and we can see many people in the beach 1st of January, and 2nd you can see 90%, and the 15th of January we will see only 25% of the people, and the end of the month there will be hardly 5-10% people will be there. So like that it will be. So what we have to do, we should have a check sheet, and it should be verified, and it should be followed.
Great, sir. Sir, there is one more question from IH Castings, again on parameters to be considered for COPQ. I think he has already answered that. Any other questions, gentlemen? So if there are no further
thank
questions.
you, sir. Thank you, and happy New Year 2025.
Happy
Advance
New Year,
happy New
Kumar.
Year. Thank
Happy
you,
New Year.
Sir, there is one more question, Kumar, sir.
Yes, sir.
How
Last.
to acquire customers who are out of our quality compliance?
How, what is the question? Out of our?
How to
Quality.
acquire customers who are out of our quality compliance?
It is simple. Shut up the mouth of the world. So we need to show the results. Our casting should speak.
Amazing, sir. Right. Right, sir. So if there are no further questions, I would like to invite our Honorary Secretary, Mr. Rajmohan Madhiragan, to propose the vote of thanks.
On behalf of IIF Chennai chapter, first and foremost, I extend my heartfelt gratitude actually to our esteemed speaker, Mr. R.S. Kumar, Plant Director of Sri Venkatachalapathy Alloys Private Limited, for his thought-provoking and insightful presentation. Your expertise and practical perspectives have truly inspired us to think beyond compliance and focus on driving real performance improvements in our industry. Thank you, sir, for taking time to share your knowledge with us today. A big thanks to all the participants for your time and engagement, and to the smooth organizing team also for ensuring smooth execution of this webinar. Let's carry forward the knowledge gained today and apply it in our respective fields. Thank you all and have a great evening ahead. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thanks. Thank you, Kumar sir.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kumar. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Kumar sir, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.